On your mark, get ready, start.
Broadcasting from California and Delaware, this is the Hard Rocking Trivia Show. And here are your hosts, Mark and Danny.
All right, boys and girls, it's been over 12 years of the Hard Rocking Trivia Show, and we're still going.
12 years?
12 freaking years.
Wow, I did not know. I would have said maybe 7 or 8.
No, it's probably even more than that, but it's minimum 12. I was doing some updating on the old website and doing some stuff, and I looked at it, said 12 years since we've been on Spreaker. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
That is unbelievable.
Damn, we're old.
Yeah, but we're continuing to do this, so when we're long gone, there's going to be a history of Danny and I making a ridiculous phone call to each other and asking us stupid questions, talking about hard rock music. It'll still be there, I hope.
It'll still be in the annals of history.
What was that last
Ew.
one? Yeah, ooh. Okay. Yikes. So what we're going to do this week, we're going to start off. I actually went to a show that I wasn't planning on going. So
I was surprised you told me you were going.
Yeah, because, my son had a basketball tournament down in San Diego. Unfortunately, he twisted his ankle a few weeks back, and he was advised not to play, but we'd already purchased we couldn't go back on the hotel. It cost us over $900 to get out, and we'd lose it. So we said, you know what, we're going to go down there anyway and make the best of it.
Nice.
So we went down to San Diego, and I went and I looked to see what concerts were showing up, and sure enough, Sebastian Bach and Classless Act at the House of Blues in San Diego. So I went. I was pretty excited. I was like, okay, I want to do
By
this.
yourself?
By myself. I asked my wife, and she wanted to go, but she was tired, and we had the dog with us too, so she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave the dog alone. It was a whole thing, but
The
anyway.
whole family.
Anyway, but on that morning, my wife, the dog, my daughter, and her cheerleader friend, we all went to Del Mar Beach. And pretty nice. San Diego, or surrounding San Diego, the beaches and that whole county, unbelievable, beautiful, fantastic. So I had something happen to me at the beach that's never happened in the 59 years I've been on this planet. So I'm running around the water. I'm the only one in the water of the four of us, and I love being in the water. And I step on something, and it feels kind of soft. It's about the size of a paper plate. And I look down, what the hell's that? What do you think it was?
I'm going to say a stingray.
Correct.
Oh.
And what was the next thing that happened?
It stung you.
It jabbed me right in the heel. Hurt like a mother father. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Never happened before. I'm like, oh, my God. So I went out. I looked. I noticed it was bleeding. It hurt, but I wasn't in massive amounts of pain, so you just never know. So I was like,
yeah.
We went over to the lifeguard stand. I said, I'll go over to the main stand, so we'll get some treatment for it. So we did. And, because we've heard a lot of stuff where, if you get stung by a jellyfish, you're supposed to pee on it.
Yeah.
And I knew a stingray was not that. So do you have any idea what you're supposed to do for a stingray sting?
Well, if you pee on it, if it's jellyfish, I'm going to say you poop on it.
Incorrect.
Oh, incorrect. Okay, good.
No.
That would have been gross.
No fecal matter is involved in here. No, what they do is, because I didn't know this, you put your foot, I got stung on the foot, you put your foot in scalding hot water.
Really?
Super hot. Apparently, the super hot water breaks down the protein of the venom in your foot. And so I had to put my foot in.
Like as hot as you can stand.
Hot as you can stand it. So I had my foot in the hot water for about 15, 20 minutes. And my pain level from 1 to 10 was only like a 3. And then after I put it in the water, it was like a 1. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Maybe it was a baby stingray. But I'm telling you, as soon as I stepped on it, I went, oh, crap. So that's how my Saturday started in San Diego.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. So that particular night, we were staying in La Jolla, which is about 10 minutes from downtown San Diego. So I go downtown San Diego. Never really been in that particular area. Not as nice as you would think it is downtown.
No, the surrounding area is phenomenal. I've used to work for a company that was up just north of San Diego.
Yeah.
Near Legoland, but...
Yeah, I parked on B Street. It was like between 5th and 6th Street, so apparently I didn't know this either. There's the House of Blues on one street. I think it's 6th Street is where the venue is. But on the street next block over is where the restaurant is. So I went to the restaurant first. Now you got to go around the block and go to the venue. So I've been to House of Blues in L.A., and it's not even there anymore. But the San Diego one's a little bit different. So you go inside at street level. You have to go down through like a basement level. That's where the actual stage is. So you go down. And the decoration's a lot like pretty much any House of Blues you ever been to. There's at street level is where all the high-priced tables are if you want to sit and watch. It's like $150. But if you want to stand, it was I went to one of those apps that you buy like the day of the show. I think I paid $41.
Okay.
Good deal.
That's not bad.
I mean, I saved like $5 off the regular price if I had done through Ticketmaster and whatever. So
right.
Yeah, let me give the shout out to this particular app. It's really good and it works anywhere. It is called TickPick. If you use TickPick,
okay.
There's no hidden fees like some of these other ones where I got tickets for $20 and then they throw all kinds of fees. No, it's whatever they say it is what you pay. Highly recommended for like day of show tickets. People trying to get rid of it. TickPick, use it.
All right, I'll try to remember that.
So the opening band was a band called Classless Act from Los Angeles. I have heard of them, and they have a couple videos on. A young band, but I went in with an open mind. Heard some of the songs. One song has Vince Neil on it. It's actually pretty good. They were phenomenal. Oh my!
Really?
They were so good. 5-piece band, just ridiculously good, catchy songs, very entertaining. Musicianship was top notch. I'm thinking, how come these guys aren't bigger? But then again, this type of music, they're playing like an 80s style, fun, hard rock, amazing. The set was great. The set was great. I was really surprised. And in the last song, they pulled a Mr. Big at the last song. You know how they switched the instruments, but when last time we saw Mr. Big, they played a really easy song.
Yeah.
Well, this band did the same thing, except they did not play an easy song. And the musicianship, when these guys switched the instruments, was phenomenal. They did an Outkast song. I don't know, what's that song? Hey now, do 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 do.
Yeah.
But they did a rocked up version. So the lead guitar player plays drums, and they all switched them. And each of the guys who switched instruments did solos because there's two guitars.
Wow.
It was ridiculous. It was fantastic. The lead singer went to one of the guitars, and the bass player became, it was phenomenal, fantastic. So after the show, I was like, wow, I'm gonna go buy the CD. So I went and buy the lead singer there at the table, shook his hand, told him how I liked his band. He signed my CD. So
cool.
So I did that. I mean, T-shirts now are ridiculously expensive, so I figured I'll buy a CD and get it signed. It was cool. Support the band. They were great.
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach now.
All right.
We've seen some of the stuff on internet. Sometimes he's really on. Sometimes he's not. He's one of those characters. I think he's a funny guy, and he's got a good attitude. But, he's always having these internet wars with different musicians, and Skid Row doesn't really want him back, and, yada, yada. So, I went in with an open mind. I figured he's going to be pretty good. But, maybe he's lost a little bit.
Yeah.
After seeing this, well, first of all, he had a 4-piece, so there's only one guitar, not two.
Okay.
So, counting Sebastian, it was only 4 guys on stage. Holy crap. It was fantastic.
Really?
Great. Now, Sebastian can hit the high notes, and he can still do his screams. He sounds pretty good. I would say he's probably at about 85 to 90% what he used to be. So there are some things where you can say, okay, he lost a little, but not too much.
Back in the day, he was one of my favorite hard rock singers of anybody.
Oh, God, yeah.
The first 2 albums, maybe the first 3 albums, phenomenal.
Oh, fantastic. And great front man. I mean, now the guy's 56. He's got kind of a body like me. You know, he looks like he looks like he's lost some weight, but you can still say he used to be chubbier than he is now. But yeah, because
he used to be cut.
Yeah, he used to be cut and slim. Yeah, he's still got the lower body. He's still wearing this. He's got skinny legs and he's wearing these red spandex pants. And from there, this guy's in good shape. From the belly button up, looks like me when I bend over. You know, little putts there, little leftover adipose tissue. You know.
Jeez.
He's a work in progress, you can tell, but I'm not too happy or pleased that he took his shirt off.
Oh, okay.
But getting back to the music, band was pretty solid. His son is the drummer. Who looks like he's probably in his mid to late 20s.
Okay.
Solid drummer. Guitar player was good. And the guys I'd never heard of. Bass player was good. The new songs, he played the whole first album, Skid Row album.
Wow.
And his new songs. And the only other solo song, he played American Metalhead, which I think is off of Angel Down. Pretty long set. Lots and lots of energy. Good.
Did he play the whole first album all at one time?
Not in a row. He played it in different, but they played every song, especially like Can't Stand the Heartache and stuff like that. They played pretty much everything off the first album.
All right.
So that was cool. And the new stuff fit in really nice. It totally worked. They said this was their 42nd show on this tour. It was their last show of the tour in San Diego.
Wow.
So I got lucky to see it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. His wife was there. Wow.
Hell, how do you do?
Very attractive young lady.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Wow. You could tell Sebastian was really happy because the crowd was into it. They were loud. They participated. Everybody had a ball.
That's great.
There were some young kids there enjoying the show. Sebastian did something cool I've never seen her lead singer do before. He had a bunch of water bottles on the drum riser. And throughout, the set, he'd see people in the front row. He'd get a water bottle, walk over, and hand water bottles off to people.
Okay.
And he usually hand them off to the kids or the older people, like a little older than me. So throughout the show, he would do that. I thought that was really cool of him to do that.
Yeah, that is cool.
But I'm glad to report that Sebastian Bach is in top form, and that new album is great, and it sounds even better live.
That's great, because I saw him at M3 a couple years ago.
It was a lot longer than that. But yeah.
Yeah, he was screaming, and, he's up here, I'm screaming my ass off. Y'all just sitting on your hands. He was kind of pissed, but.
Yeah, and there was reports, he talked about it on Instagram that he hurt his neck and he really can't do that windmill thing with his neck and his headbanding stuff. He doesn't do that too much, but boy, does he jump up and down a lot, and he fist pumps, and he does everything else except that. So constant motion, constant action. So if you get a chance to see him, it's definitely worth it. So
yeah, well, it won't be on this tour since that's over.
Yeah, so big thumbs up for Sebastian. He's playing, I think, a free show in Vegas. I think in July, downtown. But maybe he'll do something in the fall. Pretty cool.
That'd be cool. I'd go see him again if he was around.
Sure. Oh, and I checked on, because you mentioned Saxon, because Saxon already played up by you.
Oh, did he?
And they didn't play around where I was. Saxon and Uriah Heep played to Keswick already this year.
Okay.
I missed it. You missed it. Well, they never played L.A., so maybe.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time sitting through a Uriah Heep set, I think. From what I've heard, I can't imagine, them playing an hour and a half, and about minute 45, I'll be like, oh my God, how much longer is this going on?
Yeah, it's one of those ones you show up a little later.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's my report there.
Last time we talked, I said we were going down to Florida and that Donny Osmond was going to be there. And I told my wife, I said, hey, I'll go with you to Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Take one for the team. I know you want to see him. But tickets are like $180. And she's like, I don't think I even want to see him that bad.
Oh, okay.
$180. It's in a fairly small venue, like
Right.
it's at a casino, right? So you figure it's at a casino venue. And even the seats at the very back, they call like VIP merch tickets. So you get like a T-shirt and a picture, but they can charge $180 for it. So
Right.
I'm not sure we're gonna go. We're gonna see maybe we'll do that tick pick kind of thing.
Yeah, download the app and maybe like the day of the show, see what's available.
Yeah.
'Cause maybe people bought their tickets and can't go. I mean,
Yeah.
Donny Osmond's core audience is obviously older people, and they figure they probably have the money to pay, so they can
Right.
charge whatever they want.
Yeah.
But I bet
Yeah,
you.
the seats up front, they're going for like $400 or $500.
I'm sorry. I think the most I've ever paid was $300 when Kiss had their reunion tour, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that again.
I think the most expensive ticket I was given for my 50th birthday was Paul McCartney. And I had a great seat. My mom bought it for me, and it was, I want to say it was like $250.
Worth
But
it.
It was a Beatle.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be more than happy to see Paul. I know Paul's lost a lot, and he's in his 80s for God's sake. But
Yeah.
just to see a Beatle, like,
Yeah, and he played 3 hours. The set was amazing. Just all kinds of Beatles stuff, of course.
yeah,
Lots of Wings stuff. A few of his solo things, but
right.
the guy's phenomenal.
Yeah, apparently his guitar player lives around here. So
Oh, yeah?
yeah. All right, are you guys ready? You ready for rapid fire? Ready? to
Yeah,
do this?
let's do this.
All right, let's go.
We're going to do some rapid fire where we try to stump each other with 3 trivia questions. I think you'll probably get 1 out of the 3. But
Same
we'll
for
see.
you.
All right,
We'll
so
check.
let's see if you guys listening can go 6 for 6. If you do, good on you, mate.
All right.
All right, so here you go. Question number 1. What hit singer sang background vocals on Van Halen's This or Could This Be Magic?
Wow, there was another guy singing that. Could this be magic, or could this be love? I was a lead singer. Was he in a band?
It was a solo artist.
Solo artist singer.
that sang background vocals on Van Halen's version.
And it's a name guy? Wow.
It's a they had a hit, a big hit, a number 1 hit.
Good.
I think they were probably that was the only hit, but
So as a one-hit wonder singer. Huh?
mm-hmm.
Wow. I don't know. Leo Sayer.
Oh no. If you think about who the producer of Van Halen was back in the day of that album,
Okay. Ted Templeman.
think about who he was dating.
I have no idea. Was it Nicolette Larson?
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why
She
did I
sang-
know that?
You read the book, didn't you?
I read bits and pieces of it, but yeah, I knew she's been connected, but I don't know why. That just popped in my head. Weird, huh?
It's weird that I don't know the whole story about how she got on the album other than, he was producing it. So he must have said something. Hey, we need a background vocalist. Can you do it? And she was known for It's Gonna Take a Lot of Love.
Yeah, she was a big one-hit wonder, and that was it.
Yeah. That was a huge hit, but that was it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She had some hits elsewhere, but that was her one big U.S. hit.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't Ricky Lee Jones. Chucky's in love. Ugh.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and listen to that song to see if I can tell any female vocals.
Yeah, wow. Okay, learned something today. We learned last time. It was for I'll Wait was Michael McDonald. Now Nicolette Larson sings background vocals on a Van Halen. Unbelievable. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
What was the first Kiss album not to feature a writing credit from Ace Frehley? And it was a 70s album. So one of the 70 albums, what was the first 70s album by Kiss that didn't have an Ace Frehley song on it that he wrote?
I'm going to say Dress to Kill.
Incorrect. First album, Rock and Roll Over, did not have one song penned by Ace Frehley.
Really? Okay.
All the other ones did, but he didn't sing any of those songs. So.
That's a short album, too. There's what, like only 8 songs on it?
Rock and Roll Over? I think there's 9 or 10.
Okay. Just seems like a really short album.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's still my favorite Kiss album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock and Roll Over. Okay.
We're both 0 for 1. We're off to a banger start here. Here we go.
Yeah, really. This is one I think you'll get.
Okay.
Question number 2. Name the 3 drummers that have recorded with Extreme.
Oh, there's the current guy, K-Fig.
Yep. Kevin Figueredo.
Yeah. Mike Mangini.
Yep.
And the original guy, Paul Geary, is that his name?
That is correct. Yep, got all 3.
Who's now a big-time manager.
Yeah, big time. But there was a guy, one guy in there very, very briefly after Mike.
Okay.
That is no longer. He wasn't on any recording or anything, but
he was the guy they pinned to put in there.
Yep.
Yeah, last time I saw Mike Mangini, he was sitting in the crowd when we saw the Van Halen 3 tour. He was there. He had a broken hand. He was sitting a few rows ahead of us watching the show.
All right, cool. He must have still been in Dream Theater then.
Yeah. Oh, no, this was way before that. Van Halen 3
Or
tour.
Dream Theater?
1998. I don't know what he was doing. He's probably in various projects. But
All right.
You ready? Question number 2. Sebastian Bach, who we talked about earlier, was briefly the lead singer of what Detroit-based band before getting fired and later joining Skid Row?
Oh, before Skid Row.
Before Skid Row. He was in a band called Kid Wicked, and after Kid Wicked, he was in a band briefly that had a record out, but he got fired and then later joined Skid Row.
Now, is this a band anybody's ever heard of?
You've heard of them, but they were not huge. Detroit-based band. One of the members of that Detroit-based band went on to join another band, and that band did better. So there are some members of that band who went on to do a little bit better than that current band.
I'm just the MC5.
Incorrect. All right, here's your clue. This band had 2 women in it and 2 men in it. The drummer in this band went on to go to play in Vixen. Did that help you at all?
Nope.
The name of the band was Madam X. You're high in high school.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, they had 1 album and poof, they were gone. So
Man, I thought Sebastian started with Skid Row.
No.
Right from the beginning, but
No, because I think he was in Kid Wicked when he was 14. I think when he was Madam X, he was probably 17 or 18. And he had this super high hair. It's almost like a mohawk sticking straight up and super long. So he looked ridiculous.
yeah.
But they fired him pretty quick. So, yeah.
Okay.
And apparently it still pisses him off. So.
All right, well, let's see if you get this one right here.
All right, so I'm 1 for 2. You're 0 for 2.
I'm 0 for 2. Let's see. Is the name game.
Uh-oh.
Who is Peretz Bernstein?
Peretz Bernstein?
Peretz Bernstein.
Oh, my God. Paul Shortino.
No, not even close.
Okay.
It's Perry Farrell from Jane's Addiction.
Perry Farrell.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that album that Perry Farrell, I can't even say his name.
Perry Farrell?
Perry Farrell did with Nuno Betancourt.
I've heard some of it, and it's okay. It's not.
Yeah, I heard bits and pieces, and I wasn't impressed, so I never really investigated it.
Yeah, and that band is where Nuno met K-Fig.
Okay.
And he was in that band also. I forget the name of it now.
Something Party, wasn't it? I don't even remember.
Satellite Party?
So that could be it. That's
something like that. It was weird.
Yeah, it'll probably pop up as a future question because we'll forget it.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to get this for the tie, and this is probably
Yep.
the hardest question.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Back to Metal for Mothers, Volume 2, which came out in 1980. There's a song from a new wave of British heavy metal band. The band is called Easy Money. Now, you probably never heard of Easy Money, and neither have I. But the lead singer of Easy Money, you have definitely heard of. This guy quit Easy Money after they had a song on this compilation album, and he joined a Central European band that already had 3 albums out. And he became the face of that band. And we've seen this band live once, at least, in an arena. So that's your hint. So who was that guy?
You need the guy or the band?
The guy. The lead singer from Easy Money joined a band from Central Europe that you saw live in an arena. Who was the lead singer?
Klaus Meine.
Oh, Central European. Nope. Got it incorrect. I'll give you a hint. It's a Swiss band.
Germany is Central Europe?
Correct, it is.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. A Swiss band. Is it Mark Starace?
Correct.
Oh, jeez.
Well, when you say Swiss band, there's only 2 Swiss bands we really know.
Yeah, really. Yeah, and he definitely became the face of the band, even though Fernando von Arb is the main guy.
Yeah. And Chris Van Roel. No, Chris Van Roel was the main guy. And then Fernando van Arb. Those 2 are the main guys. And then once Mark joined, the band took off. And, I listened to the song too. Yeah, and it's definitely Mark Starace singing. The song is called, Telephone Man. There's some keyboards in it. It's kind of a melodic hard rock song. Not too bad, but...
Okay.
Easy Money.
Yeah, Mark Starace can be good and he can be awful. Just, like the Headhunter album, he's phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, but
some of the other stuff...
Yeah, towards the late 80s there, Crocus kind of lost their way.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in college listening to that one album where the lady's standing in front of an open window. It's kind of a blue and purpley type album.
Is that the one with Midnight Maniac on it? And,
I think so.
And Our Love. It had 2 or 3 really good songs, and the rest of it was eh. They start putting Americans in the band. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they lost their way.
Keep the Americans out.
Yeah, they
were Germans.
Germans and Swiss. Keep the Swiss in there.
Yeah, I guess the Scorpions, they had the Germans, but then...
Now they got a Swedish drummer and a Polish bass player. At least they kept it European, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so...
All right, well, damn, I lost.
So I won it, but you can still redeem yourself here with...
Look at that, we were 1 for 6. That's awful.
We stink.
Who gave us a show?
We did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you guys out there get a chance. If you like this, go back and listen to the other ones. I started putting titles on the older episodes so we can see what we've done in the past, and we've done Van Halen 3 twice.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, years apart, but we have done it.
Yeah, well, that's no surprise.
So we won't be doing that one again.
No,
but there's some cool stuff. I look back, oh my god, I forgot we did this and forgot that. So there'll be a little when you see episode 150 or whatever, you'll see next to it, it'll say the big description of what it is.
All right, we got to be up to 1 or 260 now, don't we? 258
or 259 or 260. Yeah. So
all right,
we're just chugging along. So right now we're gonna take a quick commercial break and be back with intellectual poetry.
Nice.
All right, boys and girls, we're doing a little bit here called intellectual poetry, where Danny and I are going to read the lyrics from a song, and all you really have to do is give us the name of the band doing the song, or you can give me the song. Either one works. We try to say it slow. We're not using the melody, And when that happens, both of us really stink at this bit.
Yeah.
But we hope you enjoy it. The one I picked this week I don't think is terribly difficult. I'm going to try not to use the melody in any way, shape, or form. So.
All right, let's hear this.
All right, okay, here we go.
I stink at this so bad.
Me too.
God. Okay.
We're embarrassed. All right, here we go. Smiling face and loving eyes. But you keep on telling me all those lies. How do you expect me to believe? Honey, I ain't that naive. Baby, I've got my eye on you. 'Cause you do all those things I want you to do. Stop your crying and dry your tears. I ain't that wet behind the ears. What you think?
Is that Kiss?
Incorrect. Not even close. Actually, you know what? I say there is a connection between this band and Kiss. So, all right, your first hint.
This is connected to probably most bands.
Yeah, because a lot of bands open for them.
Yeah.
This band, this song came out in 1979, and it's by a pretty big band.
Okay.
Band that it's not. I can tell you, it's not Dark Star. Okay.
Oh, good. Thanks. I appreciate that one.
Or anything like. Yeah, it's somebody you've heard of, and you've heard.
Have we seen this band?
Yes, both of us have seen this band for sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna skip the chorus, the pre-chorus and the chorus, and go to the next verse. Wish I knew what's on your mind, and why you're being so unkind. Remember those nights we spent alone, talking on the telephone. Thoughts of you go through my brain. Told me that you feel the same. Don't say that you love me too. Tell me who would lie with you. Okay? What you think?
Damn, from 79?
79 from a pretty big album by a pretty big band.
Is that Night Ranger?
Nope. Much bigger than Night Ranger. I can tell you this band is a 5-piece. And I can tell you that both of us have seen this band in an arena.
Wow, okay.
Okay? You're the meanest woman I've ever known. Sticks and stones won't break my bones. I know what you're looking for. You've eaten your cake and you want some more. I'm going to give you just one more chance to try to save our romance. Done everything I'm going to do. The rest is up to you.
Wow.
And this band is still around.
All right. Is that Journey?
Nope, not Journey. This band is bigger than Journey.
Bigger, Jesus.
Bigger.
Okay.
Bigger. All right, I'm going to give you the pre-chorus.
Okay.
And you can throw me lefts and you can throw me rights, but where were you last night beating around the bush?
Oh, that's AC/DC.
Correct.
Jeez. Wow.
I had to slow myself down so I didn't.
Yeah.
Because that song they sing really fast.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, beating
I
around
love
the
that
bush.
song too, but like, it just goes to show, without any melody at all, it's tough.
Yeah, my subpar reading skills.
Yeah. Well, I mean, reading at a third grade level is not anything to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, and you can chew me up and you can spit it out, let it all hang out, beating around the bush. Yeah. I mean, that whole Highway to Hell album is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Have we done a Highway to Hell versus Back in Black?
I don't think so. I haven't even checked to see if those are probably the two greatest. I don't know if they line up track-wise.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know if they do either, but they would.
That would be hard.
Yeah, it would. Because every song on both albums, there's no way you could do a top 3, bottom 3 on either album, because maybe you could get one or two bad songs, but
Yeah, maybe we
would
done,
be.
I don't know.
It wouldn't be a matter of being a bad song. It would be more of a not as good as some of the others.
Right.
All right. Well, here, let me do one for you.
All right.
Oh, baby, I'm checking out. I think you ought to know. I'm only wasting time. I think I better go. You ain't too civilized. Oh, 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 oh. That is the extent of all of the verses. All the rest is chorus.
Wow.
They repeat that verse 3 times, but the chorus is said
It sounds like
33 times.
It's very familiar. I'm sure it's something I know, right?
Yep.
I'm going to say Scorpions.
That is incorrect. Bigger Than the Scorpions.
Bigger Than the Scorpions. And,
This song came out in 1980.
1980. Okay. So 1 year after the one I gave you. Yeah, you got no more lyrics from me, huh?
Not the rest is the title of the song.
Well, that doesn't help.
Nope.
Okay, so say it to me again. What you've already...
Okay. Oh, baby, I'm checking out. I think you ought to know. I'm only wasting time. I think I better go. You ain't too civilized. Oh, 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 oh. 5 O's.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a male vocalist?
Yep. 4-piece.
Shoot. Ramones.
Nope.
Damn.
That is incorrect.
It's familiar, too.
Way bigger band.
That O part. Any more clues?
This song was on their 3rd album.
Huh. It's a hard rock.
U.S. band.
U.S. hard rock band?
Yeah.
Shoot. 1980, their 3rd.
You and I have seen them in arenas a multitude of times.
Oh, God. It's Cheap Trick.
No, bigger.
Oh, it's a big band, huh?
Big band.
Oh, God. Are they still around?
No, they are not.
They're not around anymore. Good God.
I'll sing that last verse. You ain't too civilized. Oh, whoa.
Lost of control, lost of control, lost of control.
That's it.
Van Halen.
Lost control, lost control, lost control.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it's funny. We just watched the video with Wolfie playing with Mike Patton's band.
Yeah, Mr. Bungle. Yep.
They did a great job.
Great video, man.
I forgot there was hardly any lyrics to it.
I don't think I ever saw Van Halen play that song.
I certainly didn't. Because, the music is great in that song, but, the lyrics don't do anything. It's like,
no, that was the extent of, they say the verse 3 times, and in between they say you lost control like 15 times.
Yeah.
Literally 15, I counted.
Jesus. Mary and Joseph. All right, yep. I'm so flustered. Let's take another commercial break.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are going to do a bit now we call Top 3 Bottom 3, where we take an album and list our top 3 and our bottom 3 songs. Hence the title, Top 3 Bottom 3.
Yes.
Like my word hence there?
Very nice. I'm impressed.
So this week, or this episode, we're going to do Motley Crue's album, their self-titled album, with John Corabi on vocals, which to me is by far Motley Crue's best album. And that presents a problem because I really had a hard time coming up with the bottom 3 songs.
Yeah,
there's one song I don't like very much, and that got my top bottom song. But the others, I guess I just had to pick 3 songs.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives for me on this, and even the song I thought I liked the least, I don't hate. So.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I don't hate any of these songs.
And this is a polarizing album because the Motley Crue purists don't like this record. The ones, the Vince, this is not Vince Neil. It's not. Ugh. And they all.
Well, I get that. I mean, it's not Too Fast for Love or Dr. Feelgood. This is a totally to me, it's a totally different band. And I would be a much bigger fan of this band than I would be the regular Motley Crue with Vince Neil. I don't think Vince Neil's ever been able to sing.
No,
So-
he's got a unique voice, and it's interesting, especially in the early days. But great singer, no. But he's definitely unique. So he fit the sound, he fit the band. The difference between Motley with Vince and the way they recorded this album is a little bit different because on those old albums, basically Nicky wrote all the lyrics, but now he's got somebody to write lyrics with. So Corabi wrote with Nicky, so that's the one thing that's different. And also, they said they got into a room and they jammed out these songs. I guess prior, Nicky would pretty much do everything and give the band the songs. So this is a collab, a big-time collab, which they'd never done before.
And it shows.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a Motley Crue album before and very one-dimensional. I mean, listen to the first few albums and it's like, okay, I've heard that.
And it's a weird time for Motley Crue because they got a $25 million recording contract after Dr. Feelgood. And then all of a sudden, things change. This album comes out in 94 when that 80s type of music is definitely not in vogue anymore.
Right.
And all of a sudden you've switched lead singers. And, this is going to be different.
Well, we'll get to it in a minute, but, grunge was taking over, and you can hear that in this album.
Yeah. And they also had some record company issues where they got no support. And MTV, I guess Nicky went on TV and was pissed off at the interviewer, and MTV didn't play the videos, and record company problems, and they didn't get too much tour support, and the tour didn't do that great. But the album did debut at number 7, and it did go gold in the United States, but that wasn't that great because Dr. Feelgood went multi-platinum. And the only other country it went gold in was Japan. So Japan and the U.S. at least bought that.
Yeah.
And in terms of reviewers, I wrote down a couple things. AllMusic gave it 2 out of 5 stars. The Chicago Tribune gave it 2 out of 4. LA Times actually gave it 3 out of 4, which is kind of nice. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B. Rolling Stone was 3 out of 5. And on Rate Your Music, where fans can go up on the site and rate anything they own, they gave it a 2.89 out of 5, and they ranked it as the 6th best Motley Crue album out of 9 studio
my God.
So the fans, and there's over 1,700 people, marked it low. I think it's probably their second best album. I'd put it number 2, and it's to me it's their last great album because everything after this album has not been that great when Vince came back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is absolutely my favorite Motley Crue album, no question.
Yeah, it's different, and live, I watched the live performance because there are some live stuff on YouTube. Very little backing tracks. It's Corabi singing with Nicky and Tommy mostly.
Yeah.
And Corabi's handling most of the vocals, and they sound strong, and the songs are heavier live, even the old stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 videos from this album: Hooligans Holiday, Misunderstood, and Smoke the Sky. All right, now, are we ready to get into this?
Yep, I'm totally ready. So, we want to do top 3 first or bottom 3 first?
Oh, let's do we always like doing the negative. You know what? You choose which one you want to do.
Let's do bottom 3 first.
Okay,
that
the
way
songs...
we can end on a high.
Yeah, the songs we like the least.
End on a high, literally, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
All right, so my bottom 3. So my number 3 was Love Shine.
Love shine. Love shining. Ooh, baby, won't you let my love shine?
Now, I'm going to say I don't dislike any song on here, but it's just not as strong as the other songs.
Yeah. Oh, that's your number 3 is Love Shine. Okay.
Yep.
All right. My number 3 was Drift Away.
Close my eyes, slowly drift away. Yeah. Never thought I'd make it just from playing my guitar.
Okay.
And it's a slow, again, both those songs are slower songs, and I do not dislike either one of those that much, really. Drift Away, I think it's a nice song, but it's not one of my it's not one of my favorites, so.
Well, my number 2 bottom is Drift Away.
Okay.
So that kind of fits in there.
Yeah. And you're famous for not really loving ballads, and these are kind of ballads.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go.
My number 2 is Love Shine. So we flip-flopped. So
I wonder if we're going to have the same number 1 bottom song.
That would be funny, but I think we will, actually.
My bottom song on this album, and it's not a bad song, it just sounds way too much like another band,
Okay.
is Misunderstood.
Life's misunderstood me. Life's not always fair. Life's not always fair. So
Misunderstood. Okay.
It is just a rewriting of a Beatles song.
Really?
And the production and everything is just... I know Corabi is a huge Beatles fan, and I don't begrudge him that at all. I'm a huge Beatles fan too, but I don't know. This song was just too much Beatles.
Okay. Do you know who sings background vocals? And you can totally hear him in this song?
No idea.
Glenn Hughes.
Really?
So when you go back and listen to the backing vocals, you can hear Glenn Hughes singing back there.
Okay. Did he have any of the writing?
No writing. He just brought him in to sing backing vocals, and you can totally hear it. You can tell.
Okay.
You can tell it's him. Misunderstood. It's kind of in the middle for me. I don't dislike it. I think the video's great, and I don't dislike the song. It's funny. That's a video, and that was your worst song on the album.
Well, and I say the worst song. I probably, listening to the album, this is one I would probably skip just to get to some of the other songs that are so much better.
Yeah, it's definitely not heavy. So all your 3 songs are basically ballads, though Misunderstood does pick up halfway through the song.
Yeah.
My number 1 is not your worst song on the album. I said Dropping Like Flies is the worst song on this album.
we're dropping like flies. Bye-bye. You're dropping like flies.
Wow. Okay.
Which is probably the most grungy song, and it's also the second longest song. It comes in at 6
like
minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah, 6:26.
Yeah.
And I don't dislike it. I just think it's the weakest song in the album.
I had this as my number 4 bottom song.
Okay, so we're thinking along the same lines here.
And I wrote as my notes for it, it's total grunge song. It sounds a lot like Alice in Chains.
It totally does.
It's dropping like fly.
Yep.
You could totally hear
Yeah, I think they
Alice in Chains playing that
got influenced there a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't dislike it, but it's definitely the weakest song. Okay, so that's the negatives. And
All right, now we get to the good part, which was very difficult for me, except the top song.
yeah, mine changed quite a lot.
Yeah. So my number 3 top song, and I went through and listed like 3 different songs as my number 3. But I'm going to say Welcome to the Numb is my number 3 best song. I had Till Death Do Us Part, but like my second or third listen through, I was like, oh man, Welcome to the Numb is a great song.
I love Welcome to the Numb, but it's not even in my top 3. I love that song.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I had a really hard time with this.
I wish they'd play that again, play it live again, but not.
Yeah.
Vince ain't gonna do that.
Vince isn't going to sing any of these songs. I don't think he can. Are you kidding?
No way. But
Corabi is a gigantic vocalist.
And we've seen Corabi do a lot of songs off of this. And
Yeah.
unbelievable. All right. Yeah, tough for me because Welcome to Them could easily be in my top 3. No question. I went with one of the songs with the darkest subject matter about child abuse.
which was actually true if you read his book.
Right. He talks about his relative.
Yeah, his Uncle Jack.
Yep. And my number 3 is Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack, can you hear them still screaming? Broken hearts, broken dreams, yeah. Uncle Jack, is evil still creeping? Never coming back here again.
Dark subject matter, but a killer song.
Yep, I have that in my top. I have a list of all the top songs, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Of course, I listed almost every other song than the 3 bottom ones. But Uncle Jack's a great song. Disturbing, but really great song.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're agreeing on this. Okay, what's your number 2?
All right, number 2, probably their hit of the album, which is Hooligan's Holiday.
We're on a holiday, Hooligan's holiday. I'm on a holiday, Hooligan's.
Love that song.
And
Love the vocals.
Great video, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you want a song that showcases Corabi's vocals, this might be it.
Yeah, I can't say I don't it's not surprising, it's not on my list, but I love it too. I can't say anything bad about Hooligan's Holiday. I love it. I kind of wish the Dead Daisies would pull this song out. I think it would totally work.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Killer tune. My number 2, Poison Apples.
Poison apples, see the scars tattooed on the face. It's your disgrace.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling.
Poison apples.
I think it's probably the happiest song.
Yeah, it's the most upbeat, I think.
Yeah, and this
It's
is
not-
the only
Not
one
the
written.
fastest.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not the fastest song, but definitely most upbeat, uplifting.
Yeah, they name-checked Mott the Hoople in it, and this is the
Yeah.
only song that Bob Rock has a writing credit on it.
Okay.
So it's the 4 guys plus Bob Rock.
Did he produce this album?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Big.
yeah, love it. Love to hear it live. Then again, I could have swapped out any of the ones you said with Poison Apples too, easily. Because it depends on how you feel that particular day.
Now, I also have honorable mentions of my top 3 is Hammered and Till Death Do Us Part.
But I
had Till Death Do Us Part as my number 3 top song, but then, I switched them out. But
all right, so I'm wondering if your number 1 is going to be my number 1.
if anybody knows me and has listened to the show, my number 1 top song on this album would be obvious. It's definitely Smoke the Sky.
Okay.
Absolutely. Killer song. It's a total, I don't know which came first, this or Slither by Velvet Revolver.
Uh-huh.
But they are very similar songs, and I love this song. Love everything about it.
Heavy. My number 1, Smoke the Sky.
Yes. I'm glad we agree, but I think we basically agreed that this album is amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. Smoke the Sky. It's also, if you haven't seen the video, kills too.
Nice.
But I'm sure it never got played on MTV. But
No, it's too hard for
super
MTV.
heavy. And one of the things about this particular album, Mick Mars has stated that this is his favorite Motley Crue album.
I have no doubt.
Now, Nicky and Tommy got to, spin it. They loved it when they put it out, but now they kind of distanced themselves a little bit because they brought Vince back. I guess they don't want to offend him. But it's still great.
Well, they were shitting themselves when they first heard Corabi and were like, you're in the band, man. Listen to this guy sing. And then everything gets walked back. Oh, well, wasn't that great.
Yep. You guys pursued him. They loved the Scream album.
Yeah.
So they pursued him, and it totally worked. But should they have changed the name? But it's hard to when you got. It's hard to change your name. You get that brand.
You got the 3 guys, 3
Yeah.
I mean, all four guys, and they always said, you can't be Motley Crue without those four guys, and I get that. But then, do you keep the Motley Crue name and the brand recognition when three of the guys, but your lead guy, your singer, is a different guy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think the band got spooked because they're toured it. They wanted to do stadiums, and then times have changed. They ended up in small theaters and sometimes clubs. So it was a low point in terms of concert attendance for Motley Crue because people didn't care, and a lot of people didn't really know because they got no press for it. So it's a lot like to me with when Sharon joined Van Halen. I don't think they gave it enough time. And I think they should have stuck it out with Corabi because the songs that ended up on Generation Swine, Corabi wrote some of those songs too, though that album turned out to be pretty bad. But you just never know. They should have stuck with it, and I think people would have warmed up to it. Now,
I think the record companies are way too fast to pull the plug on something like that.
Give it. This particular album is one of those albums like over time people have rediscovered, and it's kind of a cult classic now, kind of like Winger Pull or Warrant's. What's that Warrant album that everybody talks? The third Warrant album where everybody. So that's the album. They just love it over time. Same thing with this one. But there's also those hardcores that just won't accept it because it's not Vince.
Well,
And
whether Vince or not, these songs are amazing.
Yeah, it works. And thank goodness that Corabi's still doing it and still can sing great.
Yeah. Let's see who has lasted as a singer. Let's see. You got Vince on one side and Corabi on the other.
Yeah, because if you put the Dead Daisies now opening for Motley Crue, they would blow them off the stage.
Oh,
even with John Five, who's fantastic.
Oh yeah, but he's playing guitar for Vince Neil. So,
and one of the cool things about when Corabi was in Motley Crue, he's playing rhythm guitar. So Mick Mars actually has somebody to play with. That's the only time that's ever happened.
Yeah,
and it worked. The sound was fuller.
Yeah, I wonder if it seems like he liked that. It wasn't just Mr. Ego Man and I'm the guitar player in Motley Crue. Okay.
Because sometimes you'll see bands when there's only one guitar, and when they go into the solo, you just hear the bass, and sometimes the sound is not full.
Oh, it's always.
Yeah.
It can't be, and unless you're using tapes.
Right. But,
or you got a guy backstage strumming along.
Or you got a side keyboard player filling things out.
Yeah.
But Danny and
that's our rating of the Motley Crue self-titled album.
So
listen to it.
Listen to it. Buy it. Check it out. It'll be well worth your time.
Absolutely. And if you don't like Smoke the Sky, you're wrong.
Yeah, check out the video, everybody. Go on YouTube. It's there. And it's funny, not all that videos from this particular album on Motley Crue's YouTube page.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Smoke the Sky, I don't think is there. I think only one of the three is there, which doesn't make any sense. It's still Motley Crue.
Well, you gotta revise history. Hey, no, we didn't really put out an album with Corabi.
Yeah, no, it never happened.
Never happened. We love Vince. Vince has always been our guy.
Vince is trying nowadays, but he.
Well, I have a really hard time with Motley Crue and their tapes and.
Yeah, that bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah, I know John 5 is playing. There's no question.
Oh, yeah.
Because he absolutely has to dumb it down for Motley Crue from what he normally plays. I mean, the guy is a monster guitar player, and he is not being fully utilized in Motley Crue.
Kind of like Phil X. Oh,
yeah, exactly like Phil X. He's not being used to his full potential in Bon Jovi.
And I just saw something that Motley Crue is going to play some shows. Opening band, Phil X and the Drills.
Oh, man, that'll be great.
Because Bon Jovi's not performing anytime soon. John can't do it. So Phil X is going to be out there touring. Hopefully they...
Could you imagine like a Phil X and John 5 little interlude between bands?
Yeah.
Good Lord, that would be.
That would blow. That would make me. I'd go see the Crew now just to see John 5.
Yeah.
Or you can see John 5 and the Creatures when he does his club thing. That's good too. But if Phil X is opening,
I would go. I'd see John 5 and the Creatures before I'd see Motley Crue. Unless Phil X and the Drills are playing.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy used to sing background vocals, and so did Nikki. You can see there's all those videos of them doing it live, and it sounded just fine. But when they do Wild Side, they put these two women out there who are not really singing. I mean, they may be singing, but the tapes are blasting. So.
Oh yeah, they're there for eye candy.
Eye candy and supposed singing, but no, we hear the tapes. We're not stupid.
It's terrible when you see like a hi-hat count off, where you see the drummer hitting the hi-hat to count off the song, and Tommy's not even sitting at the drum set.
Whoops.
Wait, damn.
No. Yeah.
Why did you hit play?
Yeah, to me, some people try to defend it. You can't. I'd rather see. I just saw a live band, Sebastian Bach and his live band, and Classless Act, real live bands, people really singing. It was wonderful. That's what
I would rather see a live band flub it up than go see guys posing on stage to a tape.
Yeah,
any day.
Yeah, go see Def Leppard when they sing it. They're all singing. Do they sound like the record? No, not at all. That's the point.
They can't. They got 20 tracks of vocals on Def Leppard's out. You're not getting 20 guys out there singing.
No. Now Journey kind of does because all those guys can sing their butts off, and they got like eight guys up there singing. They could sound like Steve Perry. So,
and they use the vocal effects and stuff. All that, where one guy may be singing harmony to himself. Okay, that's different than having a tape playing.
Right.
Or, God forbid, auto-tune.
It helps when you got three guys who can sing Steve Perry perfectly.
Exactly. It's unbelievable to watch Dean Castronovo sing Mother, Father.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Why aren't you out front?
Yeah. Well, he is in one band. But yeah, it's weird because he became a big session drummer. Nobody knew he could really sing, and all of a sudden, wow. I think he discovered it late.
He's probably just doing a sound check with Journey and say, hey, can I sing this one?
And we're like, holy smokes.
And then, whoa, you're singing this from now on, Chief.
Yeah. Ta-da. Wow. Okay, people.
All right. Anyway.
We got to let Danny go back to the Phillies game.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
They're winning 6-1, so that's good.
Yeah. They still the best team in the National League.
Best team in all of baseball.
Wow. I had no idea.
Better record than the Yankees or the Orioles.
Well, I think I can't stand the Yankees.
Nope.
Ugh.
Better than the frickin' Dodgers.
Yeah, they're
better than the Braves. They're 8 games ahead of the Braves.
Wow. Okay, I had no idea.
Yep. First team to 55 wins, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been following sports that much, really. I've just been so darn busy with life.
Oh, life.
Life is wearing
Did you say
me out.
life or wife?
I said life.
Okay, good.
Life is wearing me out, man. Oof. All right.
All right, boys and girls, time to go home.
All right. I'm going to take a nap. All right. I'll see you in a few.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.